Gold and silver precisely both trying to bounce back from the support levels at 2140 and 1833 levels, and now trying to trade with a rise. What is going to happen today? We will try to see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. And first we'll look into gold. In the end, I'll give you the trading levels and followed with silver, and again after the analysis I'll give you the trading levels. So do watch till the end, do listen to it carefully, do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, do not forget to press the bell icon. The next update on gold I will share just before the US cash session. And if you are interested into other markets and commodities including crude oil, natural gas, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, FTSE 100 or Germany and Nifty, you can watch the other analysis as well. So do press the bell icon. Let's start the day with gold first. Now this is the hourly chart of gold. You can clearly see the support there at 1835 and 1836. This zone is very strong support zone, as I have always maintained that this zone is pretty strong support for gold. And if you look at on the hourly charts, where are the highs? Again it is trying to look at 1847-48 zone, which is a pretty strong resistance. If it trades above 1847, we may see 1852, and below beyond 1852 it can again rise till towards achieving the highs at 1858.60. This is on the hourly zone. Beyond that, definitely we may see a strong bullish move on gold. Right now it is trying to consolidate here and trade with a rise. Probably we may see it hitting 1847.48 first target, 52, 55, 58. And see, yes, there are larger resistances I have shared in my weekly analysis. Above 1852 there are resistances 1855, 1860, 1865, 70 and then 1880. Till here it's fine, it can again drop back, but beyond 1880 we will see a confirmed consolidated long breakout where it may rise beyond 1900 levels. So be watchful of that. Now I'll be watchful of 1847-48 zone right now. On the downside, if it breaks below 1835 again, you can go short for 1830, which is a strong support, and below that we may see a good fall. If you look at the oscillator, yes, oscillator is bearish right now, trying to converge. Directional movement is bullish, it is wide. MACD is trying to converge crossover for a bullish move. And yes, RSI looking upwards. Similarly, stochastic is also looking upwards on the hourly charts. Now look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour charts, it is trying to give a breakout. However, it is still trying to trade within this channel. Lower lows, lower highs, and yes, 1847-48 zone should be a pretty strong resistance for it. Probably achieving this zone, we may see it dropping again, because that will be like yes, making a megaphone pattern where we can see a larger green candle and then followed with a drop. So be watchful of that. Again, I'll be watchful of 1852 levels also. That is a pretty strong resistance we have to watch out for. If you look at the oscillator, it is trading bullish. It has come back to the zero level, trying to rise from here again, and the directional movement is bullish. The MACD is trying to converge and cross over for a bullish move. It is right now in the sell side. RSI looking upwards, stochastic near to overbought levels. Similarly, if you look at the 3-hour charts, on the 3-hour charts it is consolidated here for long 4-5 candles, and now this is the breakout. See, let me show you something closely, and you can find that lower highs, higher lows, and this is the breakout candle. Probably it may sustain, but I'll be watchful of 1847-48 zone. If it breaks past this, we can expect 1852 and 1858, and beyond that it may fly strongly. See what can happen, what it has done. If you look at the pattern there on the 3-hour chart, this was the consolidation, then a rise, this was the consolidation, then it is starting to rise. This is the first green candle. Be watchful, it can give you subsequent greener candles. If you look at the oscillator, they are trading in a bullish side, and it is trying to achieve the bottom before it looks over to rise there. Directional movement is bullish, wide divergent. Similarly, MACD is trying to converge, crossover for a bullish move. RSI looking upwards, stochastic looking upwards. So everywhere it is indicating that we may see a little rise, but we have to be cautious with the levels. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour chart, see, it has got the support at 1835, 1836 zone, and it is trying to rise here. The resistance there from the 100 period moving average is at also at around 1847 levels, 1845 levels. Be watchful of these levels, 1847-48, and if it sustains above, we can see a sharper move till 1852, which is again going to be a sharper resistance. So yes, beyond that we can expect it to hit higher highs, and it may continue to break out on the upside with the greener candles. But yes, I will still recommend 1852-53 zone to be a stronger resistance. Now look at the oscillator, they are still in bullish side. Similarly, directional movement trying to converge and crossover. MACD is still in the buy side, it is again trying to diverge. RSI looking upwards and stochastic looking upwards too. Similarly, if you look at the daily charts, on the daily charts it is trying to take the support from. Now see this, higher lows have already been done, and yes, if it breaks past this zone, now this is also the 20 period moving average lying at around 1850 levels, and beyond this definitely one can expect a sharper move till towards 1855 and 1858, and beyond that it will fly till towards 1870-80 zones. Till 1880 we have to be cautious for the week, and in between 1830 and 1880 levels we have to be completely cautious. It can try to show you swings between these levels because it is trying to trade in this box, and hence we have to trade cautiously. Now look at the weekly charts here. On the weekly charts you will find that it has seen the low, the candle has opened below, and hence even if it tries to achieve the high, it can try to reverse again, probably 1860 levels and 1870 levels we have to be watchful of. But also remember, see, in the last four candles it has always achieved higher highs, and as I told in my weekly analysis, and if you look at the lows there, it has achieved lower lows. The pivot right now at around 1855-58 zone, so it can strike this zone, and be watchful of this. From there possibility of reversal exists, and it may try to achieve lower lows out there. So beyond 1860, yes, there could be further bullishness till towards 1880 levels. If you look at the oscillator there, it is trading in bearish direction. Directional movement is bearish, MACD is also bearish, and RSI flat, stochastic flat. Considering this, yes, right now it appears with the stop loss at 1835 levels you can stay long, and I'll be watchful of 1847. Specifically 1847 may give a stronger resistance, and then 1852, these two levels, and then 1858 the third target is going to be there, possibly achieving 1858.60. We will see in the next analysis how it behaves at this zone. If it tries to achieve this zone, probably we may see a drop again from there, and then again 1835 levels will come into picture. In sum, we have to remain cautious in between 1830 and 1880 zone. In between these $50, we can see gold still trying to swing and consolidate a bit before giving us a decisive breakout move. So trade cautiously. One can still stay long above 1835, and then 1847 is the next target, 1852 is the next target, 1858, 1860 2 and 1870 and 1880 levels are the targets on the upside, and if it breaks 1835 you can go short for 1830 first, and very strong support below 1830 you should not stay long. One can expect a sharper drop below 1830 levels, and then my target is 1820, 1808, 1800, and then below that a sharper drop can be expected. So trade accordingly, trade profitably. Now let's have a look at silver. Silver again trying to show a bounce back from 1840 levels, precisely very strong support levels. I have always maintained 1821.40 as a very strong support levels. Now look at the hourly charts also, it is giving higher highs and trying to trade in this zone. Once it breaks past 2170, 2180 zone, you can again go long for 2190 precisely, which is again a, so rather I will say 2185. So beyond 2185 only one can expect that there is going to be certain bullishness there, and it is going to go past 2200 again. If you look at the oscillator, they are trading in the negative side, however trying to give us a greener candle. The directional movement is bearish, trying to converge. MACD is red, trying to converge. RSI is flat, stochastic is looking upwards. So most of the indicators trying to converge and cross over for a bullish move. Now look at the 2-hour charts. On the 2-hour chart, see previous candle left with a stronger larger tail, and if you look at this, with the pivot at 2160, it is trying to give lower lows and higher highs. Where are the highs? The highs could be at around 2175, 2180 zone. Be watchful of this, and yes, till the time it trades about 2160, one can expect 2175, 2180 zone to get achieved, and on the downside once it drops, see, it is giving us a stronger swing, so we have to be cautious in between 2200 to largely between 2140 levels. In between these 60 points we have to be cautious while taking a position for silver, as it may give us stronger swings on the either ways. Now if you look at the oscillator, they are trading in red. The directional movement is bearish. The MACD is trying to converge and crossover. RSI trading flat. Stochastic looking upwards. These are indicative that the indicators are mostly at comfortable levels, and it can take either ways. However, the slope is slightly on the upside, and possibly a bullish move can be seen. But look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, we have already seen higher highs, we have already seen the lows there, and yes, On the downside, once it breaks below 2140, you have not to remain long beyond 2140 levels. Once it is below 2140, we have to go short, and we have to expect that it is going to breach 2120 and 2100 levels, stronger support, and below that a sharper fall. Now if you look at the 3-hour charts closely, you will find lower highs are consistently seen, 2185 90 levels. I will be again looking forward to, these are the pivot levels, and then 2200 very strong resistance lies there. So a possibility to hit 2180 is strong. The 20 period moving average here giving it a resistance, then the 100 period moving average will come into picture at 2180, and then 2200 levels should come into picture. Now if you look at the directional movement is bearish here, the oscillator trying to cross over for a sell entry, but a bounce back from here will again try to keep it in green. The MACD is trying to trade in red, however trying to converge. The RSI is looking upwards. Similarly, look at the stochastic, this is trading at bottom and trying to bounce back from here. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, we must see these two candles, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows. The support there at around 2160 is very strong. Till the time it trades about 2160, yes, you can stay long for 2180, 2190 and 2200. See 2190, 95, 2200 zone, very strong resistance for silver, trading above which I will expect it to hit 2220 levels. So yes, with the stop loss, and yes, if it trades below 2160 and till the time it is above 2140, I will not recommend you to trade between 2140 and 2160 levels. Above 2160, yes, you can stay long for 2180, 2190, 95 to 2200, and then beyond that it will definitely fly for 2220 levels. The oscillator, they are trading in red and it is trying to complete the cycle. The directional movement not indicative of anything. The MACD is trying to converge crossover. Let's see if it gives a red candle out there. RSI trading flat, stochastic looking upwards from here. Similarly, if you look at the daily charts, now come back to the daily candle here. On the daily chart, look at the previous candle, lower highs are there. 2180, the next resistance. This is also the 20 period moving average there. Also, if you see, lower lows are already done. The high there at 2180, the low there at 2140 level. So be watchful of this. About 2180, there could be certain bullishness there. On the upside, we may see it hitting 2190, 2200 levels, but in between 2140 and 2180 level, let's be cautious. However, 2160 is the first support, and above 2160 I'll still expect it to rise till towards 2180. There is a little scope for it to rise, hence one can stay long about 2160 levels for 2180, 85 and 2200, but be watchful of 2180 levels for sure. So in between, first at 2180, next at 2200, we have seen in past also silver dropping from these levels any point of time. So always trade with a stop loss, always trade with a trailing stop loss, such that in case of a reversal, at least your trade closes in green. This is what I can recommend. Only short entry I will recommend is below 2140 levels. Till the time it trades above 2140, I will not recommend you to go short. In between 2140 and 2160, do not take any position. Look at the daily stochastic, it is again trying to slope downwards, hence the bearish move can also be expected. So in sum, do not trade between 2140 and 2160. Very clear. Above 2160, you can still stay long for 2170, 2180 and 2190, 2200. Every 10 points, there are resistances. Above 2200, it is going to fly for 2220, 2250 and 2300. On the downside, breaking below 2140, again you can expect a sharper drop for 2120, 2100 and then a further more drop there. Take your positions accordingly, trade accordingly, and yes, do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon, join my mentorship batch, join my VIP signals group, reach out to me for more details. My Telegram ID and email ID are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.